Hello everyone, I'm Chestic44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last episode, we've been clearing out a couple layers of this Nemnok's lair. We've cleared out this shrine, this forge, all the foes that we have in here, and it's time for us to go down and meet with Nemnok himself. Or herself, or itself. It seems demonic. Let's see who or what they are.
Hey, how high does this thing go anyway? We're gonna run out of mountain soon.
Well then. There's Kali. Well, let's go investigate.
Mighty Nemnok, we lay down our lives before your magnificence. You are the keyhole. What's this? Who trespasses on our devotions?
The Acolyte's voice echoes across the hall. A resounding chant from the worshippers continues uninterrupted.
Nemnok, Nemnok, Nemnok.
Wow, this is cultish.
You've taken your last step in the Master's sanctum, Outlander. Nemnok will suck the marrow from your soul.
A delighted call rises from the congregation as they redouble their chant. Is that you, Callie? I met your father.
My father is a disbeliever. I have risen above him.
Callie balls his fists at his sides and turns to look away.
Nemnok is the all-devourer, the one who swallows gods and vomits forth their skulls. The one true power of Aora. Let me show you. See for yourself.
Spreading his arms wide, Kali begins an incantation under his breath. Many of the supplicants mirror the gesture. The beating of drums increases in tempo. Then Kali draws a long dagger from his robe. Don't do anything foolish now. He draws the blade across his palm and hisses through clenched teeth. Leaning over the mouth of the pit, Kali lets his blood drip down. A hot breeze gusts from somewhere far below.
Nemnok, Nemnok, Nemnok.
Captain, I'm frightened.
Takei clutches you by the shoulder and lowers his head to block out the noise.
Silence!
Kali grimaces and redoubles his prayers with more fervent conviction.
Nemnok, you are the gaping maw, the lidless eye, the shadow between stars. You are the red curtain, the secret in amber, the light of the Audra.
He squeezes his hand into a fist, forcing more blood to drip from his wound as he feeds the void of the pit.
Nemnok, Nemnok, Nemnok.
Stop.
Nemnok.
Stop this, Kali.
Beloved Nemnok, come forth and let all non-believers wither before your killing stare.
Kali holds out his arms. The air from the pit roars like an approaching inferno.
Yes! Yes! Nemnok comes!
I don't like where this is headed. The chant of the Acolytes rises to a fever pitch as the enormous form rises from the pit and flaps its leathery wings. A pair of eyes like cut gems narrow to study you. Nemnok, I presume. After a moment of contemplative silence, the creature simply turns its focus away without care.
What have you brought me, supplicant?
It gestures with an open claw, focusing on Kali.
Sacrifices, mighty Nemnok! Behold!
Kali gestures toward your party. The worshippers around the circle raise their hands and cheer.
I've been called a heretic enough. I can go along with it.
I didn't come to fight Nemnok. Let's talk.
The Mighty One has no need for idle chatter.
Do not waste your breath, Acolyte. I sense this one serves another master.
Nemnok waves Kali aside and glares at you with hateful intensity as worshippers take up their chant anew.
Nemnok, 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 Nemnok.
He's already here. Do you really need to keep chanting?
I am the only master under this mountain, child. If you will not serve, your blood will fill the inkwells of my loyal scribes.
Nemnok's toothy grin broadens, eliciting a cry of joy from the worshippers. In all honesty, you look like a giant imp to me.
Ah, You have seen more of the world than I guessed. But I am more than your studious eye could perceive. Every scroll and grimoire my servants collect swells my power, child.
Nemnok spreads open his arms. The supplicants mirror the gesture.
And with power, I will rain a terror long overdue on all who resist me.
You're still just a giant imp.
Mighty One?
Kali turns to regard Nemnok with wide eyes.
Is your faith so brittle that it can be challenged by an outlander?
Nemnok's eyes narrow further. Its massive head shakes with disapproval.
Through knowledge, I am stronger than any mortal. Submit to me, child. Resist and you shall perish.
A wail rises from the congregation. And what are your terms of surrender?
Terms? My covenant is this. Gather grimoires of power from beyond the mountain. Return them to me as a sign of your devotion. Do this knowing at all times that I am your god. Fortune and glory await loyal service.
Nemnok gestures to a pile of treasure under the looming statue. Bring this god-claiming imp a bunch of incredibly powerful tomes in order to get something from him, and leave him in charge of this place. I have duties to other gods beyond this mountain.
Fool! There are no gods greater than Nemnok!
Nemnok, 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 Nemnok.
The beating of the drums reaches a frenzied rhythm. Most of the acolytes are breathless or spent from their unceasing devotions, but they raise their voices in wild prayer.
You are honored to die by my hand. Accept this blessing.
Nemnok points a long claw and screeches as he swoops in to attack. The acolytes take up a spirited cheer. Okay, well, crap. Well, shit. So much for this. Maybe we should have taken the request. That's actually a good place to cast it. That is not, however. How about instead you cast that right there?
Confound it! It usually works in here.
I mean, you do have a good place that you can cast this. Right there. That might not be the best spell. This might be a better one. Well, unfortunately, Kali is dead. That was a lot of spells. I don't like that. You can do this. You can cast that there.
Try something else.
Okay, we're at least healing. Lightning actually would be a good thing. Throw that in. Okay, some extra lightning did help. How about a fireball? I mean, the area abilities are definitely still helping.
Smart stone. Just like
Let's see. Tain's Chaotic Orb. That'll cause a bit of chaos. Sure.
He's no good to me. Rebirth awaits me.
You go attack this guard. Get him off of Aloth, please.
Not very helpful.
Okay, I didn't expect that rebound there. And I didn't expect her to be dead. Okay, that is actually bad.
Are you
Okay, the Bearer's Guard is down. Can you finish off that Acolyte?
Let's go. Oh, good.
Okay, that's down. You can bring our healer back. And we can take down Nemnok. You know what? Use one of these. And bring out Consulhat's Crushing Doom.
Just like
Though honestly, I don't like what happened. Ow! That rebound ability. Yeah, that's definitely bad. Honestly, honestly, I don't think this is really the best situation for us to be in. He keeps casting these spells that rebound everything. He is very resistant to everything, and we lost our healer.
after him.
Alright. I'm gonna reload and try a better way to get through this. Okay then, fine. Let's do this a peaceful way. Fortune and glory, in that case I surrender to the mutually beneficial arrangement. Blinking at you, Nemnok nods slowly.
Then the compact is sealed, the covenant forged. Welcome, Acolyte.
Its gaze swivels over to Kali.
I have exhausted my need of you, child. This one will serve me better.
Nemnok gestures to you with an outstretched claw. Kali, go home to your father.
This wasn't supposed to... You've ruined everything!
Leave this place, but carry me always within your heart, child.
Nemnok raises a claw and lowers it as he turns from Kali. Kali marches out, breaking into a loud sob that echoes in the chamber.
My child, our covenant is one bound in loyal service. Are you prepared?
Tell me what you require, Nemnok. With a brief muttering and the wave of a claw, an inkwell and sheet of parchment materialize out of nowhere. Nemnok dips one long index talon in the ink and begins to write in long, swooping scribbles.
Simple instructions for simple minds. Return with the books I outlined, and you may choose your reward from the pile.
Nemnok gestures over to the chest at the foot of the massive statue. With a snap of its talons, the parchment materializes in your hand.
Now go. Waste no more of my time.
So,
And we got better things to do.
the Ancient Lich's Grimoire, the Brawler's Grimoire, the Vampire Lord's Grimoire, and the Swamp Witches, a far-flung swamp hut and graveyard of listing ships. So, we can already bring them to him, can't we? Huh.
Sure.
Someone has lovingly rubbed the statue with scented oils, which are still
You
wet.
return.
I want to know more about you.
I was once a god of chains and servitude, fear and weakness. Knowledge was the hammer that cast me free of shackles. And now I am the master.
The chanting of acolytes redoubles, echoing down the hall. You sound a bit like Skane, but you're not Skane.
I am Nemnok, god of the mountain. No other name is warranted, child. No further questions. Even
Really?
you return.
I'm still hunting grimoires
Excellent,
for you.
child. Faithful service will be rewarded in this life and the next.
Nemnok crosses its arms over its chest. Many of the surrounding
Do
acolytes
not
do the same.
fail.
Oh, I can take something. Veil Piercer. Oh, nope, that made him hostile.
Trouble.
Good. Different position.
Okay, that wasn't the way to do it. So, we can technically ask him another question. If we try to take something from there, it won't go well.
You return. I was once acknowledged.
Suggested I haven't seen you among the other gods.
And why would I limit myself by submitting to a council of small minds, child? No further excellence, child. Faithful do not fail.
Okay, so it basically is retrieve the grimoires and bring the Brawler's grimoire to Nemnok. I'm guessing I left that in someone else's hands. Oh. This is the will of Nemnok the Devourer, Master of the Mountain. Bring me 3 tomes of power from the godless lands beyond the Drowned Barrows. The first is in a far-flung swamp guarded by ancient and powerful hags. The second is in a graveyard of listing ships clutched by the hungry dead. The last is nestled in the hidden archive of an undying scholar. Serve me and your faith will be rewarded. Disappoint me, betray me, and I will add your flesh to the vellum of my grimoire. Ningwath's teachings, spell rites, blood-soaked slavers, risen wizards, sea-weathered, skeletal wizards, Arkhamir, Lay of Winds, Book of Storms, Katrin's mercenary wizard, adventurers. I think the wizard's grimoire is in another one. Yeah, someone else I think has it. We do have the Ancient Lich's grimoire. The other 2 we'll need to find somewhere. I don't know where, but okay. I guess we're doing this for him now. Maybe eventually we'll be able to figure out a way to take care of him once we get all of these. So, fine. Let's go back. I still feel like we ended up missing out on one of the entrances, somehow. I don't know how.
I say the gods chiseled you from lumber and dragon bone.
I'll take that. At least as far as my head's concerned.
My son returns! The Barrows spat him out!
Tatok grins and slaps his son's shoulder.
Father.
Happy to help.
Whatever Anik says, you are welcome among the Judvik.
First, he tosses you a pouch of coins. Then he grunts and shrugs off his armor, passing it to you with pride. Hearth Defender's Scale. Ooh.
The plate was meant for Kali, but I see now he has no taste for it. He's a priest in training, my boy.
He winks at Kali, who shuffles awkwardly to the side. Hey, a level up for you? I'll give you a point in stealth so you have it. Intimidate is fine. And you are getting the same thing. Well, no, I'll give you the same things I got. Am I still getting a level up from these? Yes, there is still a level up. I'm level 19. I think I only get one more. And Aloth. I guess a point in alchemy. Nah, alchemy. And let's give you a point into insight. Definitely gonna give you prestige. And you have Meteor Shower, which is very powerful. We've got Cloak of Death. Summons a swirling cloak of black energy. Banish the wizard's melee attackers, imprisoning them in darkness for a short time. Minalette's Missile Salvo. Do damage to everyone in an area. Lenglath's Reflection. That must be what was being used in there. Consulhot's Corrosive Skin. Ugh. Petrification. Target has their own flesh transmuted into stone. If the target is near death, there's a chance petrification will be permanent. Arcane Cleanse strips off all beneficial effects on those in the area. And Sitzol's Enchanted Armory conjures 2 large and powerful enchanted weapons in the caster's hands and a brilliant arcane breastplate to protect them. Definitely don't need that. Minalette's Missile Salvo is a very good spell. And Meteor Shower would also probably be very powerful. But we also need prestige. So I assume we get one more level out of this. Okay, so I think we can get out of here. For now. And we can go back to the ship. I may want to change who I have with me. Everyone back to the ship. Is there any more that I can put onto here? There is. Can put on that, can put on that. That is Arak. And I can put this hagfish in. I can put the hardtack in, and I can put the rum in. And I have a few more silverfin. That'll work, I think. We need to find more people. Anyway. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we'll go and do some more exploring on the seas. See what we can find. Actually, hold on. Before I do, I'm going to take you and you for a second, because you... Risen Wizard's Grimoire and Brawler's Grimoire. I think I'm going to need to hold on to these two. Oh no, Lich's Grimoire. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah, the Lich's Grimoire. You need to give that over. Oh, and Hearth Defender's Scale. That's right. It's legendary. Its scale mail grants family ties, grants armor rating against weapons to nearby allies if their relationship with the Watcher is positive, improves with very positive, and family discord. The negative feelings between companions and the Watcher weaken their resilience, lowers companion armor rating if they have negative relationship with the Watcher, worsens if very negative. Okay, that's actually interesting. Family Harmony removes family discord. Family Bond. Armor rating and defenses. And Taskmaster. Boosts allies' damage output if they have a negative relationship with the Watcher. Some interesting things. It's already legendary. Compared to the Nomad's Brigandine, which is superb and could get more armor rating. If I made it legendary. Or I can just keep this, which I'm pretty sure I'm positive with everyone. Currently it's armor rating against weapons, and that is armor rating and defenses. And reputations, everyone is positive except... you. It's interesting. I haven't taken you around very often. I should swap you out, I think. That would probably be a wise idea. Yeah, I should probably take her with me for a bit. But if I did this, everyone would be getting a boost. Everyone. Hearth Defender's Scale is kinda better. In fact, the base armor rating is 11, but the Pierce and Corrode bonus is still better. Honestly, I'm gonna give it to you. Oop, damn it. I think it's fine. Unless I find a better armor later on, I think this is pretty good. And I can give you this. Nobody is negative, so I don't have to worry about family discord or family harmony. So, I think this is worth it to have. Okay, let me swap out again. I will take you and... Now, let's take the same group for a minute. There we go. And let's go hand these in. Can I get Pat? No, I need to actually go through Junvik village. For some reason. Let's go hand in these grimoires. Yep, it's giving a bonus to defenses and everything to everyone nearby. That's still fantastic. Alright. It'll be relatively quick, but we can get in there. And we head down. Head up here.
You return.
I have a grimoire for your library, Nemnok.
Show me.
Nemnok eases closer and flares his nostrils at your pack. The Brawler's grimoire wrested from the hands of an ancient lich.
Excellent. If an ignorant outlander can defeat death, so can I and the rest of my kind.
Nemnok cradles the grimoire and nods.
Take from the treasure pile, but take one reward only.
Nemnok holds up a single long talon. 2 baubles, got it.
Did you mishear me, Acolyte? Is discipline required?
That won't be necessary, thank you.
Just rewards for just...
Alright, I'm going to drop down a save so I can see what's in each of these. Okay, so this one has Veil Piercer, which is a legendary warbow, Ethereal Arrows, and Suppressive Shots. This is Chromoprismatic Quarterstaff, a legendary quarterstaff. Power levels for all elements. That's pretty good. And Soul Charge, more damage with metaphysics. This, Mundane Shell, a medium shield. That is the one that actually could have use for you. You use a medium shield. You currently have Narayan's Ward. It's exceptional. Shield engagement, so more can be engaged. Incoming weapon damage reduced as health is lost. And every damage is turned 1 level lower, 15% of them. This one is legendary. Resistance against spells and fire and frost attacks. We can add it to make it resistance against acid or electricity, and resistance against punishment or condemnation attacks, and other spells. So this one is basically just a spell protection. That's what it entirely is. Interesting, but I'll keep it as is. I kind of want to leave him with his armor, because it is his. Even though better armor would be better. Yeah, this is medium, isn't it? It is. It's medium. Okay. Interesting as it is, we're just gonna hold on to it. Anyway, with that, I am going to run back to my ship, and I'm going to have to end this episode here, because it has gone on long enough. Might have gone a little longer, but I did kind of, like, cut out a little bit of that due to redoing a few things. So, yeah, it should be about the right length. Next episode, we're going to get back to exploring and see what else we can find around here. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is Laniara, Adair, Jolti, Takehu, and Aloth. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. And I shall see you all next time.
Outsider, as you wish.
Also, I have items to sell.